Settle back now. Let your body find its most comfortable position. Tonight we journey to a place where ancient wisdom flows like honey through the air. Where every leaf holds a secret. Every breeze carries a blessing. And time moves as slowly as sap through the bark of thousand-year-old trees. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel yourself sinking into the soft earth of imagination. Tonight you are a traveler seeking rest. Seeking peace. Seeking the healing balm that only the oldest places in the world can provide. Long ago, when the world was wrapped in deeper mystery than it is today, when magic was as common as morning dew, there existed a grove of trees so ancient, so wise, that they remembered the first songs ever sung, the first dreams ever dreamed. This was the Whispering Grove. And tonight, you will walk among its sacred paths. Your journey begins at the edge of an ordinary forest, where sunlight filters through leaves in patterns that shift and dance like golden coins scattered on green velvet. But as you walk deeper, following a path worn smooth by countless pilgrims seeking peace, you notice that something is changing. The air grows thicker, warmer, filled with the scent of moss and ancient wood. The trees here are older than any you have seen. Their trunks are so wide that it would take a dozen people holding hands to encircle them. Their bark is soft and gray, like the skin of gentle elephants, covered in emerald moss that glows faintly in the filtered light. These trees have stood for millennia, witnessing the rise and fall of empires, the changing of countless seasons, the quiet dramas of forest life. As you walk, you notice that your footsteps make no sound. The path beneath your feet is carpeted with moss so thick and soft that it cushions every step, absorbing not just sound but somehow absorbing worry as well. Each step forward feels like shedding a layer of tension, leaving the concerns of the outside world behind like old clothes. The forest around you hums with a gentle energy, not the busy energy of modern life, but something deeper, slower, more fundamental. It's the energy of growth, of seasons turning, of roots drinking deep from hidden springs, of leaves reaching toward distant stars. This is the rhythm of the natural world, unhurried, unworried, eternally patient. You come to a clearing where shafts of sunlight fall like pillars of gold. In the center stands a circle of stones, each one smooth and worn, placed here by hands that turned to dust centuries ago. The stones are warm to the touch, radiating a gentle heat that seems to come from the earth itself. You sit upon one of these stones, feeling its warmth seep into your bones, your muscles, your very soul. As you rest, you begin to hear it, the sound that gives this place its name. It starts as the softest whisper, like wind through grass. But gradually you realize it's not wind at all. It's the trees themselves, speaking in voices too low for ordinary ears, too gentle for hurried hearts. They speak of patience, of the beauty found in stillness, of the wisdom that comes only to those who know how to listen. From your resting place on the warm stone, you see them clearly now. The ancient guardians of the grove. These are the eldest trees, the first to take root in this sacred soil. Their branches intertwine overhead like the fingers of old friends, creating a canopy so dense that it filters the light into a soft, green golden glow, like being underwater in the gentlest sea. The guardian closest to you is a massive oak, its trunk scarred by lightning strikes that have only made it stronger, more beautiful. The scars have healed into patterns that look almost like writing, like ancient runes telling stories of storms weathered, of seasons survived, of the quiet heroism of simply enduring, growing, reaching always toward the light. Next to the oak stands a willow, its branches trailing like a waterfall of green silk. The willow's voice is the softest of all, a whisper that sounds like tears of joy, like the gentle weeping that comes after a long sorrow has finally healed. Its branches sway without any wind, moving to the rhythm of the earth's own heartbeat. Slow, steady, hypnotic. A great pine stands sentinel on the far side of the circle, its needles dark green and fragrant, releasing the scent of mountain air, of snow on high peaks, of the thin, clean atmosphere where eagles soar. The pine's voice is deeper than the others, a bass note that resonates in your chest, in your bones, a sound that speaks of endurance, of staying green through the harshest winters. And there, almost hidden behind the others, stands the most ancient of all, a tree so old that its species has been forgotten. Its bark is silver gray, smooth as silk, and its leaves shimmer with colors that don't quite exist in the ordinary world. This is the heart tree, the center of the grove's power, the keeper of its deepest secrets. As you sit among these ancient guardians, you begin to understand their language. It's not made of words but of feelings, of images that flow like water through your mind. They speak of the slow wisdom of roots, of the patience required to grow, of the quiet strength found in bending with the wind rather than breaking against it. The oak tells you of the storms it has weathered, how each one taught it to sink its roots deeper, to find new sources of strength. The willow shares the secret of flexibility, how survival sometimes means letting go, allowing yourself to be moved by forces greater than yourself. The pine whispers of the beauty in staying true to your nature, remaining evergreen even when the world around you seems to sleep. And the heart tree, the most ancient of all, fills your mind with images of the grove's beginning, when it was just a seedling in a world young and wild. It shows you the countless pilgrims who have found peace here, the animals who have sheltered beneath its branches, the cycles of growth and rest that have continued unbroken for thousands of years. The whispers of the trees guide you deeper into the grove, along paths that seem to appear just as you need them. The moss beneath your feet grows thicker, more luxurious. Like walking on the softest carpet ever woven. Your steps become slower, more deliberate. As if the grove itself is teaching you the art of unhurried movement. You follow the sound of water. Not rushing or tumbling, but flowing with the gentle persistence of a patient stream. The sound grows clearer as you walk. Musical notes that seem to harmonize with the whispers of the trees, creating a symphony of natural peace that penetrates your very bones. The path curves around a massive boulder covered in luminescent moss. And suddenly you find yourself in a hidden glen. Here, in the heart of the grove, 7 springs bubble up from the earth. Each one crystal clear. Each one singing its own soft song. The water is warm, heated by the earth's own gentle fire. And it glows with a soft, pearl-like light. The first spring bubbles up from a bed of smooth river stones. Its water the color of liquid starlight. This is the spring of forgotten worries. They say that anyone who drinks from it will feel their anxieties dissolve like sugar in warm tea. The water tastes of rain on summer evenings, of the first breath of morning, of the sweet relief that comes when a long-carried burden is finally set down. The second spring flows from a hollow in an ancient root. Its water tinted with the faintest hint of gold. This is the spring of peaceful thoughts. Its water has the power to quiet the busiest mind, to slow the racing heart, to bring the gentle focus that comes only in moments of perfect calm. Drinking from it feels like being embraced by the deepest meditation. The third spring emerges from a bed of moss so soft it seems to pulse with its own gentle heartbeat. The water here is clear as glass, with tiny bubbles that rise like pearls. This is the spring of sweet dreams. Those who drink from it are blessed with sleep filled with the most beautiful visions. Dreams of flying through clouds, of floating on warm seas, of resting in meadows where time has no meaning. You kneel beside the springs, cupping the warm water in your hands. As you drink, you feel the liquid peace flowing through your body, reaching every cell, every nerve, every thought. The water seems to wash away not just thirst, but the accumulated fatigue of living, the weight of carrying yourself through the world, the effort of being constantly aware. The fourth spring bubbles up beside a ring of luminescent mushrooms, their caps glowing with soft blue light. The water here tastes of moonbeams and midnight breezes. This is the spring of deep rest. Its water carries the essence of the earth's own slumber, the quiet peace that comes to mountains in winter, to seeds sleeping in soil, to all things that know the wisdom of dormancy. The fifth spring flows from a crack in a stone carved with symbols older than memory. The water sparkles with flecks of what might be gold, or perhaps captured sunlight. This is the spring of gentle healing. Its water mends not just physical wounds, but the deeper hurts of the heart, the places where worry has worn grooves in the spirit, where tension has knotted the soul. The sixth spring emerges from a hollow surrounded by flowers that bloom only in moonlight. The water here is tinged with silver, and it hums with a sound like distant lullabies. This is the spring of comfort. Its water brings the feeling of being held, of being completely safe, of being loved without condition. Like a child in a parent's arms, like a weary traveler finally coming home. As you rest beside the healing springs, drinking deeply of their peace, you notice a narrow path leading away from the glen. The path is barely visible, marked only by stones that glow with their own inner light. The whispers of the trees grow stronger here, more insistent, as if they are guiding you toward something precious, something meant only for those who have learned to truly listen. The path leads downward, into the earth itself. But there is no darkness here. The walls of this natural tunnel are lined with crystals that pulse with soft, warm light, like the glow of fireflies, like the first stars appearing in twilight. The air is warm and still, filled with the scent of deep earth and growing things. You follow the glowing path as it winds deeper, always downward, but never steeply, never rushed. The crystals in the walls grow larger as you descend, some as tall as trees, others delicate as flower petals, all of them humming with a sound just below the threshold of hearing. A vibration that seems to tune your very bones to the frequency of peace. The tunnel opens into a vast chamber, so large that its walls disappear into gentle darkness. The floor is covered in sand so fine it feels like silk beneath your feet. In the center of the chamber stands a single tree. But this tree is unlike any other. It is made entirely of crystal, its trunk clear as glass, its branches reaching upward like frozen lightning, its leaves chiming gently in a breeze that exists only here. This is the echo tree, the heart of the grove's ancient power. Every whisper ever spoken in the grove above is captured here, transformed into something visible, something that can be touched, experienced, understood. The tree's crystal branches hold the accumulated wisdom of millennia, the distilled essence of every peaceful moment, every healing thought, every gentle dream. As you approach the echo tree, you begin to see images forming in its crystal branches, scenes of the grove through the ages. Pilgrims like yourself, seeking peace, finding healing. Ancient ceremonies conducted beneath the guardian trees. Seasons passing like pages in a book. Snow falling on the crystal leaves. Rain washing them clean. Sunlight fracturing through them into rainbow patterns. You place your hand on the echo tree's trunk, and immediately feel the slow, steady pulse of its crystalline heart. It beats in perfect rhythm with your own, but slower, much slower, like the heartbeat of the earth itself. Each pulse sends waves of calm through your body, through your mind, through your spirit, washing away the last remnants of hurry. of worry, of the need to be anywhere but here. The echo tree begins to sing, a sound like wind through crystal caves, like water flowing over glass, like the distant music of the spheres. The song has no words, no melody that can be remembered, but it speaks directly to the deepest part of your being, the part that knows, without thinking, the part that simply is, without effort. Around the base of the echo tree, the sand begins to shift and swirl, not violently, but gently, like cream stirred into coffee. The patterns it makes are hypnotic, spirals within spirals, fractals of infinite depth. Each grain of sand moves in perfect harmony with every other, creating mandalas of peace that form and dissolve and reform in endless, patient variation. You lie down in the soft sand, feeling it conform to your body, supporting you perfectly. The crystal tree's song continues, joined now by the distant whispers of the grove above, by the gentle bubbling of the springs, by the deep, slow breathing of the earth itself. All of these sounds weave together into a tapestry of peace so complete that you feel yourself becoming part of it. The echo tree's light grows softer, warmer, like candlelight, like the glow of embers in a fireplace, like the gentle radiance of a full moon filtered through mist. You feel yourself dissolving into this light, becoming part of the tree's ancient wisdom, part of the grove's eternal peace, part of the endless cycle of rest and renewal that has continued here since the world began. As you rest in the warm sand beneath the echo tree, you become aware of another path. This one seems to be made of light itself, golden motes that dance and swirl, leading away from the crystal chamber, upward toward what might be the surface, or perhaps toward somewhere else entirely. The path calls to you not with urgency, but with the gentle insistence of a beloved friend. You follow the path of light, feeling yourself becoming lighter with each step, as if you are shedding not just weight but the very concept of heaviness. The path spirals upward through walls of living stone, stone that breathes, that pulses with its own gentle life, stone that has been shaped not by water or wind, but by countless years of peaceful thoughts, of healing dreams, of the quiet power of absolute tranquility. The path emerges into a garden, but this is no ordinary garden. Here, all seasons exist at once, not in conflict, but in perfect harmony. To your left, apple trees heavy with fruit stand beside others dressed in the delicate blossoms of spring. Their branches intertwine, sharing the same air, the same sunlight, the same gentle rain that falls here perpetually, but so softly it feels like mist. To your right, autumn maples display their golden glory next to evergreens dusted with the softest snow. The snow doesn't melt. The leaves don't fall. Everything exists in its perfect moment, captured like a photograph. but alive, breathing, growing in its own eternal rhythm. The air temperature is perfect, neither warm nor cool, but exactly the temperature of comfort itself. You walk deeper into this garden of eternal seasons, marveling at the impossible beauty. Summer roses bloom beside winter jasmine. Their fragrances mingle in the air, creating a perfume that seems to contain the essence of every beautiful moment you have ever experienced. Every sunset you have watched, every flower you have smelled, every perfect day you have lived. In the center of the garden stands a pavilion made of woven branches, some green and supple, others silver with age, all of them alive, growing, changing, but so slowly that the changes are imperceptible. Like watching a tree grow, like watching a mountain form, like watching the stars wool through their ancient patterns. The pavilion provides shade that is somehow also warmth, shelter that is somehow also freedom. Inside the pavilion, cushions of moss and flower petals are arranged in a circle. Each cushion is perfectly placed, perfectly proportioned, perfectly comfortable. You choose one and settle upon it, feeling it adjust to your body, supporting you exactly as you need to be supported. The cushion seems to know your body better than you do, anticipating your needs, providing comfort you didn't even know you needed. From this vantage point, you can see the entire garden spread out before you, a tapestry of seasons woven together with threads of golden light. You watch as snow falls on summer flowers, but instead of withering them, the snow transforms into dewdrops that make the petals shine like jewels. You watch as autumn leaves spiral down onto spring grass, but instead of covering it, they dissolve into nutrients that make the grass glow with renewed life. Time moves differently here. Or perhaps it doesn't move at all. Perhaps this is the place where time comes to rest, where minutes and hours and days pool like water in a quiet lake. You feel your own internal clock slowing, synchronizing with the garden's eternal rhythm. Your heartbeat becomes the flutter of butterfly wings. Your breathing becomes the gentle sway of grass in an unfelt breeze. The garden begins to sing, not with voices, but with the accumulated music of growing things. The whisper of leaves unfolding, the soft pop of buds opening, the gentle rustle of petals falling, the almost inaudible sound of roots extending deeper into welcoming earth. All of these tiny sounds weave together into a symphony of life, of growth, of the patience inherent in all natural things. You close your eyes and let the garden's song wash over you, through you, becoming part of your own internal rhythm. You feel yourself blooming like a flower, not quickly, not dramatically, but with the slow, inevitable unfurling that comes to all things in their proper time. Your worries fall away like autumn leaves. Your tensions melt like snow in sunshine. Your fears dissolve like morning mist. The garden's magic works on you, cell by cell, breath by breath, thought by thought. You feel yourself becoming part of the eternal cycle, part of the endless dance between seasons, between growth and rest, between effort and ease. You are the seed that knows when to sprout, the flower that knows when to bloom, the tree that knows when to let its leaves fall, the earth that knows when to sleep beneath snow. As you rest in the garden of eternal seasons, surrounded by the impossible beauty of time standing still, you begin to understand that this journey was never about reaching a destination. It was about discovering what you carried within you all along. The peace of the whispering grove, the healing of the sacred springs, the wisdom of the echo tree, the eternal beauty of the garden. All of these exist not just in this magical realm, but in the quiet spaces of your own heart. The garden begins to fade, not disappearing, but becoming translucent, like a memory of a dream, like the afterimage of something beautiful glimpsed in peripheral vision. You understand that you are not losing this place, but taking it with you, carrying it in your bones, in your breath, in the slower rhythm of your now peaceful heart. You find yourself back at the beginning, at the edge of the ordinary forest. But you are not the same person who began this journey. You carry within you the whispers of ancient trees, the taste of healing springs, the song of the crystal tree, the perfect temperature of eternal seasons. These gifts will stay with you, surfacing in quiet moments, in the space between sleeping and waking, in the gentle pause between breaths. The path back to the waking world is soft beneath your feet, carpeted with the memory of moss, lit by the gentle glow of recalled crystal. You walk slowly, savoring these last moments of perfect peace, knowing that the grove will always be there, waiting for you, whenever you need to return, whenever you need to remember, whenever you need to rest. And now, as you settle into your bed, into your pillow, into the comfortable darkness of your room, let the whispering grove settle around you like a blanket. Let the healing springs flow through your dreams. Let the echo tree's song lull you into the deepest sleep. Let the garden of eternal seasons bloom in your peaceful mind. The ancient guardians watch over you now, their whispered wisdom flowing through your dreams, their patient strength supporting your rest, their eternal peace becoming your own. Sleep now. Dream now. Rest now. In the perfect safety of the whispering grove, where time moves like honey, where healing flows like water, where peace grows like flowers in an eternal garden.